Morning everybody, welcome back to the stream. I am super happy to have you and I hope you had a wonderful Tuesday. My Tuesday was pretty great actually, and welcome to 2021 also. It's the first stream of the new year, and it's gonna be exciting. We're gonna switch up the themes a little bit. It's the first day that we're not doing Advent of Code in forever, it feels like, and we almost got it finished though. For at least the start of 2021, and I think for most of it, we're gonna switch up what we're gonna do on the different days. We're still gonna be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time as we usually do, but we're gonna be streaming on Tuesdays. We're gonna be doing a game engine that we're gonna build on top of every time. We're never allowed to start over. The idea is that apart from building games, which is fun and also visually appealing, we will also have a lot of room to refactor and to build up something that's a little bit bigger and a little bit more fun, hopefully. Hi The Real, welcome back to the stream. And on Thursdays, we're going to be doing then just some fun, competitive, challengey exercise, coding game sort of thing. Just having fun with programming, you know? And so that sort of gives two very different dynamics, and I think it's going to be very fun. I am looking forward to it because I've been wanting to do a 2D game engine forever, and I've done a lot of them back when I was at university, although I'm not an expert, so it's going to be sort of an exploration for me as well. And yeah, we're just going to see what we can build. Hopefully we can maintain like one big game engine that can play several little games, and we'll have it deployed so everybody on the stream can try and play them and stuff. But I don't know how far we'll get along that axis today, but we will certainly start. So let's just jump straight into the code. I think I'm gonna jump over here because I think that's when I'm least in the way of the code, similar to when we play coding game. So it's gonna be TypeScript, so we're gonna need some files to get started. Git init. That's not TypeScript, we always need git init. We also need TypeScript init though, and we need npm init with default parameters. Should be fine. Why did I make that bigger? We should start the TypeScript compiler. And there are no TypeScript files, it's telling us, and that's correct so far. So let's make one. Okay, so I already have some assets, and I think we discovered that this was the best way to look at them currently. Yeah, so the first thing we're going to focus on, because I've been playing a lot of Kingdom New Lands, is just a flat 2D side-scrolling game where you can run to either side, and then we have these graphics that you can just download online from Pixcraft. I think they're called. Yeah, 2D game assets. So it's just something like along the lines of this that we're going to start with. Some of them are free, that's the one we're going to use. This one is the one, and it comes with a lot of background effects, so we can create this nice parallax effect, it's called. And that's what we're going to try to do today, is creating this exact effect with the background. So this is the first layer, then the second layer, then the third layer, fourth and fifth layer. So fourth and fifth are sort of not background anymore, they're sort of foreground, but yeah, we're going to do them nonetheless. Okay. And the idea with the parallax is each layer moves half as quickly as the layer in front of it. Half this. It's a 1-to-2 ratio. So yeah, I just want to get these pictures moving as the first thing we need to do. We also need the index.html to have something to draw on. Let's fill it up here. Let's call it 2D game engine. And we need a canvas with an ID, main, doesn't really matter, width, something. We found the perfect width and height, but I can't remember them. And I don't want to look them up right now, so we'll discover them again. And then here we have script, just one. Script source is the JavaScript file, index.js. Boom, okay. And so here, can we actually get it now? Document.getElementById main. let canvas element equal. So then we need to get the graphics, and we got that with canvas element as HTML canvas element dot, what was it, get graphics, create graphics. I never remember what that one was. JavaScript, draw canvas. Get the element, get the context 2D. Well, yeah, and that gives us the CTX. Actually, this just draws something, so maybe we should just take that directly. There, CTX possibly null, but it's not null. It's because it's TypeScript. Okay, let's see what we have. It should be a red rectangle somewhere. Let me get a new browser window over here. And let's snap them. Let's make this as small as possible. That seems to be that. We have a red rectangle thingy. I would like to see the border of this style. Border 1 pixel, red, solid. And then I would like to remove, so yeah, so now we can see that if this one was another color, it would be easier to see. Now it's green. So now we can see that the canvas currently is fairly small, very small. So we need to make that bigger. Can we do something where we scale it funnily? We'll figure that out later. We just want to get some momentum going. First thing, I want to remove this border that the body comes with, or the margin. Style, margin, 0, gone. Then we need to figure out what the width is. It's about 300 and the height is about, let's say 700. So it's not 300, it's more like 450, 480. Yeah, that's pretty close. I'm okay with that. Let's make this one line up with the other one over there. Oh, that's why I'm not over here usually. It's because then you can see this console. Let me jump in the middle. The middle also seems a little off. We're not going to use this one. Okay. I should be over here. Probably. Is my cursor not being captured? Or am I just blind? Oh, it is being captured. Good. Good, it's there. Cool, it is. Thanks. Okay. Stream should also be a little bit smoother tonight because I upgraded the internet. So there should be absolutely no slowdown. We need to load the images, the 5 images first. So how do we do that? How do we load an image? I feel like we already tackled this problem, new image. Is that how we do it? JavaScript load image. Here, how to load an image asynchronously. Well, it doesn't need to be asynchronously, but I mean, it certainly can be. New image, image unload. Okay. Preload the image. Okay, maybe that will work. We'll try it. So definitely I want that one. IMG. That seems like the other image. So this takes okay, we don't want to give it a width and a height. So, oh, this just sets the function. Ah, okay, yeah. So when it's loaded, we can do something. Console.log ready. And then here we can say img.url. Base URL. What was the thing? Source, obviously. is equal to, and then assets / background layers / swamp /1, say. See if it says ready. It did not. File not found. .png. Okay, so we can load the image. Good. Good, good, good. So then can we draw the image is the question. So, okay. So we need some structure to this thing. So for our backgrounds, we need interface, background. They have a, oh, I guess I have a position. So actually they don't need a position. I guess we have a global X, which is our current position on the X-axis, obviously. And for this first one, there's not going to be any Y movement. We may implement that at some later point. So we have it loading. This I feel like we could actually put in. Is this something we can draw? Can I draw this image? I wonder. So we could test that up here by saying ctx draw image with the image and just the 0 position. Yeah, I can. Okay, good, good. Good, okay, that makes this, should make this fairly straightforward. So let's make a function. Function load image with a path that's a string. We'll do this thing. Oh, and it's asynchronous. Because then down here, we can say resolve the image. So actually it's gonna have to be a promise that returns an image. What's HTML image? Element with a resolve. And this one can go all the way down there. This will now become the path. And load image here. Are we using the wrong version of? Yeah. We need to update this to be 2019 is fine. Then we have everything, I think. Everything we're used to having at least. Good, everything looks good now. We don't use this, so this can be changed. Resolve. Yeah, we don't want to draw it immediately every time. Printing it doesn't really bother me for the moment, but we probably will disable that eventually. Now we don't need to be async because we're manually making it asynchronous. So now we can construct the list of images. Background layers is a list. Commas. How many layers are there? 5. Okay, good. 2, 3, 4, 5. But actually, 4 and 5 are sort of the. This is the base. The base layer would be the one between 3 and 4. That's the layer that moves at our speed. And we're not going to draw that right now because we're not going to have an actual map yet. But here is where we would draw the map, just so we remember that this is half our base speed, this is a quarter, this is an eighth, this is moving twice as fast, and this is moving 4 times as fast. to make it seem correct. Promise that all. Can I do that? And then say wait. If I go inside of an async, I can. Like this. And I make this one async. So that's now just like the initializer of the whole thing. And I guess let's keep it local for now, to avoid the weird things with initialization and nulls. We don't want to deal with that. We can move this one in currently. So we can load the images. Now we just need to draw them. As a quick first approximation, we can just say background layers to, for each x ctx.draw image with x on 0, 0. Boom. And that's a game engine basically. We just need to add interaction and then we're done. Maybe let's make this, what, 87? 92? Wow, 97. Maybe it's like literally 500. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. And we can just cheat with this one, make it like that, so it looks like it's perfect. That's what's important. Okay, so yeah, so we have it drawing. We're gonna wanna draw this at a different scale, I feel like. Because this is pretty small, we're gonna wanna scale it up to the size of this screen. So, but for now we can just start, we can just try to make it scroll first. So, to make it scroll, we need a few things. First of all, we need something that's called over and over again. So let's make the draw here with the CTX, which is a canvas 2D rendering context, that one. Yeah, CTX, and then here we can say draw the background layers. Oh, yeah, but it needs the background layers then, doesn't it? Otherwise, how does it know? So, okay, let's just pass it, I guess. HTML image element array, because then we can move this one up here. We can take this nice thing here and move it inside of here actually, which is nicer. We can remove the drawing of a rectangle because we don't see it anymore. Then we need draw to be, oh, we also need movement and we also need to clear the rectangle. So here we'll say ctx.clear rect at position 0, 0. And then now we need the bounds of the whole thing. So we can say let bounds equals canvas elements dot get bounds, bounding client rect, that thing. So now draw also need the bounds, which would be a DOM rec. There we go. Clear rec to be bounds dot width and bounds dot height. Boom. So right how the image that you drew is somehow magically fitted to the canvas. I don't, I mean, what do you mean? I'm not sure what you're saying. So now we can call draw with the bounds, the background layers, and the CTX. That should give us the same result, which it did. That's good. Now let's make it, if you're drawing a 50 by 50 pixel image, I would expect just the top 50/50 to be drawn with draw 0, 0. If you're drawing a 50 by 50 pixel image, just the top 50 pixels to be drawn. I'm still not sure what you're saying at all. Okay, now we want it to move. We'll do that with the X. So actually, what's the size of swamp 1 through 5? They're like, does it say somewhere? Yeah, 576 and 324. Okay. Oh, we already made the X. So now we need to recall draw with the sleep. So to do that, we'll do a loop here with a temporal loop, it's called, but it just means there's a bit of sleep in between. Loop, and it sets timeout to call itself recursively here with some timeout. Let's say we need to figure out how much timeout that is actually to do adjustment for the frame rate that we desire. So let's say frames per second, our target frames per second. All right, we're just not drawing all of them, yeah. Our target frame rate would be 30 we start with. We can always increase that. We'll probably also make that adjustable somehow. This will be 1000 milliseconds, that's how many milliseconds in a second, and then divide that with our FPS. So sleep now has the time that we have to render each frame. So if we look at so when we call draw here, that may take some time. And so we need to figure out the actual sleep time, which would be the desired sleep time minus the difference between how long it took to render the frame. So we can easily time this. We can say before equals date.now. I think gives us the current milliseconds. And then here. Now this is going to want a bunch of arguments, which I kind of don't want to give it. So we do have to deal with that somehow. The thing is, the loading has to happen in some asynchronous fashion somewhere before we actually start it. So I feel like we're going to want to build up some image registry, and then things just refer into the image registry. That was a hard word to say. So we won't do that now though. For now, we'll just push these out into the open, which is really not what I wanted to do, but we'll improve it later. In fact, we don't want the draw call here at all. We want the draw call up here. The draw call can actually get the context itself. It's the only way we use it, so let's localize it as much as possible. The bounds also even it can get. We also don't use those anywhere else, at least not currently. This one, it's a thing, it's possibly, oh, it's even worse. HTML image element array. Good. Okay. So we have the draw call. We have this loading stuff. We'll push out the X again because we're about to use it quite soon. But right now, if we just set the loop going, we should just see the same thing, but it's being redrawn now a lot, whereas it wasn't before. So now to see that something's actually happening, we can say X++ up here, and then we can use that X to draw the images. So the thing is, we are actually mixing two different types of images. As I said, these are actually in front and should go faster, and these are in the back and should go slower. So, hi Camille, and welcome back to the stream. Happy New Year to you too. Ah, that lambda looks good next to your name. Foreground layers. So now we have both foreground and background layers. Did you have a good New Year's? Foreground layers and background layers, like this. And then we can draw the background layers and the foreground layers. So if we just start by fixing the background layers, we'll want to know the index. And in fact, we're drawing them back to front. So then the position of them will be, well, we can just start by moving them. X is a bad one. This should be called image, because we're using X for something else, aren't we? So now it's just moving. It's even moving the wrong way, right? Because backgrounds move opposite of us. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, so there are several problems, obviously, we need to figure out how to solve. It shouldn't run off the edge, but also we should be able to see a difference on the layers. So we can do that by saying that this will actually be divided by the index, except we're drawing them back to front. So it'll be the index minus background layers divided by the length. So currently, when we reach the length, it would be 1. And we want it to actually be 2, so we'll add 1 here. Yeah. And instead of this, we'll actually want it to be the second power of that thing. Could I do that? No, I couldn't, right? What was the... Was it this one? Is that an operator? I think it is. So then it would be 1, would be fine. So now it should be going twice as, now there should be a 1-to-2 ratio between them. Swap the order when loading them. Why? Starting from scratch. No use of frameworks like, I don't even know what that framework is. No use of frameworks. We'll build everything but the graphics and sound. We'll build all the code, I expect at least. We may need to use something. That's what it is in Python. Background and load the images up. Oh, it's the stars you're talking about. That's what it is in Python. But I think this is drawing them at half speed, isn't it? It looks to be going half speed. Yeah, I think this is good. We don't want the runoff, and we also want, yeah, so we don't want the runoff. Let's start there. So we can check whether the image will be off the screen and then we can draw another one. We'll never need more than 2. So right now I'll just continue going. So we need to know what the current actual dx is. So we'll take the x and we'll reduce it by the width of our image. because we don't want to be drawing it if it's 2 or 3 screens off to the left. That doesn't make any sense. So that'll give us our dx. So that's actually what we're going to be using. The dx should give the same result. Currently, what will happen when we go... It should snap back now, I think, when we go completely off the screen. Did it go completely off the screen? It didn't seem like it. It seems like it somehow reset all of them. Oh, because it's... No. Did it go half off? Maybe it did, yeah. It goes half off. So we need to instead... This thing... While it's smaller than... Well, let image x here, ix, while, this is now just the x again, while ix is smaller than the image size, right, its own image size, img.width, then ix plus equals image width. So now it should snap back on while it is smaller than minus its width. Looked like halfway up. Now the modulo super... I couldn't make the modulo, I couldn't figure it out in my head. So I just swapped. We just want to move fast. I want it to snap back now when it's completely off the screen. So this feels very much like modulo as well. So maybe we can still just do modulo. Does it snap back? Oh, yips, it did. That's great, that's good. So, okay, then can I just say this is modulo, ix is ix modulo the width? Will that do the same thing? Could make this go a little bit faster, I guess. And will it snap back? Or is it fine with negative modulo? Oh, yes, it did snap back. Good, that's a lot simpler and it works in both directions, so that's nice. Now we just need to draw one next to it, always. So we'll say this one plus the image width. And that should tile nicely, I hope. And then we'll have infinite scrolling. Assuming that the screen isn't more than twice as big as the image we're rendering. Which would mess everything up. But this seems good. It seems to be tiling nicely. Let's add in the foreground layers. They'll be drawn in pretty much exactly the same way, except instead of dividing, we'll multiply by 2. Oh, and these are in reverse order. So instead of doing the length minus, it's just the I this time. Yeah. Does that mean, what's 2 to the 0th? That's 1, right? So it's actually plus 1. Yeah, cool. We already have parallax, side to side, and it should work in both directions infinitely. or look infinite in both directions, I should say. I'm wrong on that. It doesn't quite look right at all in the other direction. So it swaps down once it reaches it, which is not what I want. I want sort of the midpoint to be between 0 and 1. So actually, I want the middle one. I want the IX to be between. No, I want this one to be between 0 and 1. Yeah, on both the foreground and the background. That didn't fix anything. Draw them 3 times. That feels a little bit wasteful. Or use plus minus determination whether to draw one to the right or the left. Yeah, that's definitely possible, but I feel like if I select the IX in the appropriate range over here, oh, it would actually be minus. That may be why. That wasn't Y. Yeah, it was Y. Okay, yeah. So that's what I wanted. Now we just need to do it down here as well to get that to work. Because it should be sufficient always to just draw them twice. Until I like resize the whole thing. Wait. The foreground still runs off. Did I not get the update? Guess not. Well, I mean, what are they doing? How are they doing that? Because I want it to be... Wait, they are running off after a while. That's super weird. Is this running off after a while? Perhaps. It's not weird. I'm sure it's math. I guess that you just switched which side the extra image is drawn on. My idea is that if we have the screen here, then I just need to select, we can draw one image, I should make them another color, one image here, and then the same image, hello? Oh my God, paint, come on. And then the same image here, so long as the X that we draw the first one on is in this range here. So that's what I'm trying to do. So by taking the X modulo, the X is somewhere off there, by taking it modulo the image size, I bring it into this range. Give me transparent. I bring it into this range here, somewhere, and then I want to subtract the image. That's what I want to do. So I want to subtract it after. That's what's wrong. See, I can work things out. Just need a little while. See, now everything's perfect-ish. I think something needs to be different in your loop depending on whether you're adding or subtracting items. Right now there's no difference. Yeah, but I mean, so if the X is big, we map it onto this range, then we subtract, and then we draw it twice. So that should, I feel like that should be good. IX modulo the width of the image, subtract the width of the image. How does it go off all the way out there? I'm wondering. Yeah, now it goes away almost completely because the IX can be... Oh, we need to add it in here. No, because it's not negative, right? IX currently is going up, yeah. But does it work down? Yeah, but I really hope I don't, I think there should be a formula so that I don't need to do differentiation on the two sides. What does modulo map something to? Does it keep the sign? -2 modulo 5? Yeah, that keeps the sign. So actually it maps it onto, whoops, onto the range of 2 image widths. And we don't want that. We want it to be mapped onto just 1. So how do we do that? We can do that by adding an image width, doing a modulo again, and then subtracting it. That feels a little cumbersome. This plus image width, modulo image width with parens, modulo the... Oh no, yeah, this one should be inside, so actually this goes out here. That one goes away. So we do the modulo, then we add, then we do the modulo, and then we subtract. So that should map it to this range down here, the green range. Hopefully. X plus y modulo y. Yeah. So that direction already worked, but what about the addition now? Does that work? The foreground we haven't touched, so that should still be bugged out, but the background I'm hoping should not be. It seems to me that the background works. So I mean, it's just a simple formula. IX modulo width plus width modulo width minus width. Simple. Yeah. So now the foreground seems good in that direction. Can we switch directions? I think it's working, guys. Yes! We did great. Cool. Cool. And we're only drawing 2 images, which I'm hoping will be perfect. Do you need the inner mod? I'm so confused. I think so. What we're doing is we have the width of a picture, right? By doing just X with the modulo, we map it to 2 times the width around the 0 axis, right? Or the 0 point. This is 0. Perfectly straight. So if I had added this one directly, we would have still gotten down to the 2x range. And there's no way I can sort of halve that. He's a witch! Yes, I am. But I got it working, and my intuition was true. It is possible to just do it with 2 images always, as long as, you know, the images cover at least the width of the screen, which will make them. Okay, so I also want this to be bigger, so we might as well start doing that immediately. Or I sort of want, I guess, what actually do I want? So currently we're just pushing the images along with a variable that sort of suggests that we have a camera X. Yeah, I guess that's what it does suggest. So we should map this to the height somehow. We can do that in many ways. We can add sort of a graphics class and then set the transforms on that. And then we can set custom zooms. We definitely do want the zoom to be sort of fixed, I think. And by fixed, I don't mean actual constant. I mean something that we can modify in some way. But currently, it should be fine with like a constant. I think 3 times, if every pixel is 3 by 3, that sounds good to me. So can we, what is this one here? It says the destination width and height. Yeah, so can I just say here that I want the destination width to be the image width times the zoom? And if we have any young people watching, I don't mean the software zoom, I mean the thing cameras had before they were phones. I guess phones also have zoom, don't they? Don't they? Yeah, so now it's down there because it's way too big, but that's fine. That's fine. Suddenly the tiling doesn't seem perfect. Or something. It seems something's weird. Was that tiling bad before? I just didn't notice it because it was so big. No, right? There's no huge green cutoff anywhere. Oh, because I didn't swap. I'm using the size of the image to move it. Ha, yes. Yeah. 3 seems too big somehow. That feels very large. Seems a little better apart from the tiling that's bad. It's because we should have 3 times here, or the zoom times here. Wait, it still did it? Because we should also have the zoom on all of the image widths. Let image width equals img.width times zoom. That was not spelled how I was thinking it. Map that, map that, map that, map that. Draw image here, here, and here. And let's get all of that same stuff up here. There's still sort of a line down there, but maybe that just was there and I just didn't notice it. He turned me into a newt. Yeah. Fantastic scene. An excellent movie. I got better. Okay. Okay. So we have the scrolling. That's good. What more do we want? We sort of want like a map, don't we? To be in here. Or like a something. Let's Let's see, we have, this is all the same code, as evident from the fact that I literally just copied it and pasted it. So maybe we should extract that to its own function. We go here, this needs the image, which is an HTML image element, and we need the position. This would be a number, and this would be draw layer. And let this be the X, and we also need the context. CTX is a canvas 2D thingy. So down here we can say draw canvas, draw layer, I mean CTX with the image with the IX. Here should give the same thing. Good. Good. Can I move myself a little bit over? I feel like I'm sitting in a poor place. Let me see. Here, can I move myself now? Ooh, I can move myself. Let's say, good, seems better. Except now if there are any pop-ups or anything, you guys can see them. I'll see them. Okay, good. Good, good, good. What was I doing? Oh, I did the zoom thing. And that looks good. So what do we want to do? Do we want to move? We can move that into a function because we know we're going to have to eventually. Update here. Everything's still good. Are we going backwards? Let's move forwards. Time to sell it as an asset on itch.io. Yeah, making all those fat stacks. Cha-ching. Okay. So I guess we should start. I mean, I expected this to be more difficult or take more time, I guess. Do we actually have that many things? Oh, we do have a lot of things. I'm just looking at the 150 and thinking, that's a lot of things. Oh my, yeah, okay, we do have a lot of things. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll accept that we have 150 things. Oh, I could have just looked here. Boxes and things, yeah. Okay. Initial commit. The best commit message. We can't push it anywhere because we didn't make a repo for it anywhere yet. Okay, so if we want to start drawing the map, we should look into the tiles. We have this tile map. And we need to somehow parse this and understand this sort of format. So to do that, we kind of need, can I just move it over there? Yeah. So to do that, we need something that can split this up and understand it. So what do we have? Well, we can construct sort of, I wanted to actually look apart from the Parallax example, they also have, yeah, so this is what we got now. Very one-to-one actually. It's doing it, wait, is it scaling them up with some sort of bilinear thing? We don't want that. Can we disable that? JavaScript scaling algorithm. Resizer algorithms. Yeah, see, that's not something different. Smoothing disabled. That's what we want. Where is it? Whip key. Ooh, ugh. So much stuff, really? Okay. Well, let's just put it on the global thingy over here. Yeah. Okay, so neither of these exist, so we won't use them. Oh, it's much more nice now. Okay, can we go up to 3 zoom then? Because that's what I think I didn't like before. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, good, okay. What about 2.5? How'll it do that? I guess it just does it, okay. Cool. Okay, good. Smoothing. That was what was bothering me with the way it looked. I like the pixely style. I mean, when you're doing pixel art, just embrace it. Don't try to hide it. Okay, so to split this image up, we need to know its dimensions. So let's make a class for tile maps. Why did I put those? Constructor, this will take an image, HTML, private image. This is an HTML image element. It'll take a private width, which is the number of images in the width, not the width of the image, and a private height, which is also a number. And we don't need anything in the constructor at the moment. And then we can say draw a specific image. So we can say draw with the CTX, which is a canvas drawable context. If I make this smaller, will the image, oh my God. Visual Studio Code, man. I love it. I love it. CTX. Oh, this needs also a position then to know where to draw it. So ctx.draw image, and this will take the sub image out of the big image, this dot image, comma. The destination X and the destination Y are given. The destination sizes we can calculate. Whoops. We can calculate t width, tile width equals the image width divided by the width, and the tile height is the height divided by h. And let's see this dot, and then we need to create them. And so we will. Private TW is a number, and so is TH. And then so we know that the destination is going to be the TW and the TH, except we've forgotten about zoom, but we'll add that. But where do we add that? Do we add that here, or do we add that somewhere else? Good question. We know the source X though needs to change off. So these are the destinations. We need the source to change because the source will be, oh, we need to also check what tile to draw. Aha. Yeah. So draw the tile on the position. So the tile X will be the TX times TW, and the TY times TH, and the width is this, and the size is the same, except for scaling. Yeah, we need this dot. Okay. Oh, they're never read as, because we only use them here. Okay, that's fair. That's more than fair. Okay, good. Hi, Jens the Third. Welcome to the stream. Formatting. Wow. Yeah, it's really nice formatting. It's all of that prettier. It likes it this way for some reason. Okay, so now we can try to load a tile map. What was this one called? Assets tiles / tileset. Okay. Let tiles equals. And we can await that one. To make sure it's there, then we can say new class, new class, new tile map. Here with the tiles. And the width is, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's the height? Where's it easy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty impressive that you're the third person on Twitch called Jens, early adopter. Funny. Okay, and when we have the tile map, let's just make that a global for now. Let tile map be a tile map. And then here, when we draw, in between the foreground and the background, we can say tile map.draw. Which one is nice on its own? That would be that one. So that would be 0,4 dot draw on CTX 0,4 on the X as it is, and on not 0 but like, let's place it just anywhere at 100. I guess that's anywhere. Right, and because X is the position of us, it will be moving in the opposite direction. So we should place it somewhere inside of the map. Actually, let's just not do that. Okay, so this one is not the one I expected. It's off by 1 in the height. Is that because I counted wrong? It is. It is indeed. Or maybe the third account hiding from Big Brother. We do have a regular called Jens, but if that were you, I don't understand why you wouldn't use your regular account. That one has all the emoji. Times the zoom. And now it fits. So now we can say place one at every 100 blocks, I guess we could do. We could just do X modulo 100. It's still negative. That's what you gotta remember. And then it'll keep going, yeah, off screen like that. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it to be every 500. It's still gonna go off and then do its thing. But so what I actually want is to add 500 once the modulo is done. There you go. Maybe it got banned. For what? Is it because of all of Twitch's new rules? Did you do something naughty? If you're hiding, it would make larger population to search through. Wouldn't not, Jens? I think that's probably the most famous thing chosen, or the most popular thing for famous people to choose is not and then somebody else who's also famous. Like I think it was Jacksepticeye had like not, what was it? It was someone big. Is there someone called Beast? Or something? Then he called himself not Beast. Crud, you're right. Luckily it's not difficult to create new Twitch accounts. Okay, so that one is moving pretty nicely. It's not moving at the same speed as this one, right? Yeah, it is not. Good. So that's perfect. That's just what I wanted. Is it properly... I think we have some rounding issues because it seems that one edge is bigger than the other edges. And that might just be the graphics, but I think... Yeah, I think it's grabbing one too many on the side. So that would be the source width here. Is it not? Is it because it's not integer, or is it because JavaScript is just crazy? Does that fix it? Difficult to tell. It seems it's still a little bit thick. Why would that be? I don't know, actually. Then I don't know how I can fix it. Anyone, I don't think anyone hears. You'll be safe. Unlimited email accounts, just in case. Like that seems like it's a bit thicker on the one side. But also, it's still rounded, so I mean, yeah. Why is it taking one too many pixels? Width, height. Where can we fix that then? This is just, it would be here, is where I expect that one to be. So maybe we lock them? These four? They should all be integer, which they are. They're even 32, which seem very accurate, or very likely that that's the right thing. Oh, you're still thinking about the points. I finally have more points than Jens. Yeah, if that is the same Jens. Where does that border come from? Is it from rounding with the zoom? No, right? Why would it be? Log? What? Oh, we set zoom to something funky. Right. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, then it's fine. Then I don't mind. When we set zoom to what, 2 point something, 2.3, yeah, then okay. The fact that it's drawing it weird is to be expected. Like if we draw it to any integer size, it should be, yeah, it's perfect. Good. Good. Okay, so then okay, we should have some way to recognize either if we want to draw a map, then we can do, we have to somehow convert it to these connected nice sort of tiles and not just, I mean, we can draw just this one next to itself, right, a lot, that will be fine. But if we want it to be looking like this, we need to transform it. Transform it somehow. So maybe we should make a map. Let map equal to the array, or an array of strings actually. That's easier for me to type in. let's just do nothing, 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 nothing. Let's have a 4x4 map for a start, and let's just do something like, oh, I guess this is more accurate. Something like this. Or whatever, something, yeah, something like this. Oh my, please don't. Can I, oh, I don't know how to disable that. Ugh, okay, well, never mind. We know what it means now. So then to have this map and draw it, we can go into draw and say for each, let, that was too early to copy that. Let y equal 0, y should be smaller than map.length, y plus plus, and the x also map on y, the x if map on position y dot char at x is a hashtag. Then we draw this one at the position x times zoom plus x times the tile width, which we have no way of getting, but we know it's 32, and y times the tile width, 32. The zoom factor is actually multiply everything here. Like this. Yeah, so that map looks convincingly like the one I drew here. Can you have a trailing comma at the list after the last element? I can, but Prettier removes it. That's how you disable formatting of lists in Python. Oh, not the Prettier. Got to scoot for an hour or so. Expect a full game. I mean, I can easily promise that we'll have a full-fledged game running on Steam, already greenlit when you come back. So no worries there. See you in an hour. We'll see what we can do. Yeah. Okay. So we have this mappy thingy. We need it to then become like these tiles, the appropriate tiles. So I feel like to do that we should figure out, we should have like a tile class which corresponds to something in a tile map. So here we would have the tile map. And then here we would take the which tile we are, tx and ty. And then this would also, oh, I guess these need differently to be accessed again. And also that would mean it'll be formatted differently. I thought I was wrong. Okay. And then this has a draw too, where we can say these don't need the tx and ty because we already know what they are. So we just call this .map.draw with the what are the arguments to this? ctx and this .tx and this .ty, and then what? X and Y. Boom. So now we can make, this is the input map. And then we have a drawable map. which will be a map of tiles. Tile double array here. And then we need to map it. So we can do that with this loop here. And then, is there some structure to this that we can use? If there's something on every side, then it's clearly that one. If there's something on, is there some smart structure here? Where we can say if that and that is taken, then it's 0. If all of them are taken, it's this one. If we're free above, we go 1 up. Right? Yeah. No, because it also has, oh, we need to consider all the 8 surrounding ones. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, yeah, we need more loops. dx and dy. dx starting at -1, going up to and including 1, dx plus plus, and the same for dy. So, what then do we need? We need to know, I think we just need the indices. And then we're calculating them on the fly. Wait, what? The update function got swallowed. That was unintentional. Good, here, this is input map. Wow. Okay, so we have that. We need to calculate let ix, tile x and tile y here. And then we will run through. If this one has something on all sides, then it's 1, 1. So let's assume that it has something on all sides. And then if it doesn't have something, what do I want to say? If it doesn't have something on dx minus 1, what is the structure of this? It feels like it is structured. I just don't quite see it. This one, then that one. Yeah, I'm feeling like that isn't the structure I would have chosen somehow. All right. Let's just make it at least decent first. We start with that one. If, we'll just do 8 ifs. I mean, that's at least easy. Tile bit masking. I don't even know what that is. If, yeah, so I want definitely something that can read from the input map. Function is tile is ground here. So just because I don't want to do the return input map on y dot char at x equals the hashtag. I'm typing everything one too many times right now. X is a number and y is a number. So now we can say if is ground x comma y with the y minus 1. No, if that's not ground, then we go one up on the x-axis, tx, minus ty, I mean. The same is true for if it's not ground below, then we go one down. If it's not ground on the left, then we go one left. And here we go one right. And then map on position. Yeah, this needs to be an array. And for each row, we need to push onto that array a new array, map.push, an empty array. This would be yx equals new tile of the tile map, comma, the tx and the ty. And it's saying this might not be initialized. Yeah. So we can only do this once the tile map exists, obviously. Okay. Not good. Char at cannot read of undefined. What? XY? YX? Oh yeah, right, because we go out of bounds, obviously, here. So we need to say if we assume everything outside is ground, let's say. So if x is smaller than, well, actually just if this one is undefined or this one is undefined, or that thing. Okay, chart is not a function. Where do I do? Oh, I do that up here, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, which is definitely not what I wanted. I just want to draw the tile at that position. Tile X. It takes fewer arguments. And what's it saying? Expected 5, yeah, because I'm drawing the tile. CTX. Okay, yeah, so it's not entirely what I wanted, but I can see where it got it, at least. At least somewhat. We only want to draw something if the tile we're currently at is ground. X, Y. So if that's not ground, we just continue. Yeah, so we can't say draw to it now up here. So we need to say question mark. Yeah. Is there a way to figure out which tile to pick from the tile map? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about before, but I can't see a pattern that's recognizable enough that we can do that. But I might just be not seeing it. If any of you guys see it, please let me know, because that would be way cool. Like, how do we select this tile, right? It should be, which size should it even be? It should be like, something that has just a blip in the top. It should be, I mean, where even is that tile? Oh, there, it's right there. So that one is free on the top right. I guess you're right that we can just do a mask for it. Now I think I understand what you mean. but it's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't see the pattern at all. So maybe we just look up the bit mask. Is how, yeah, so we have 8 sides to consider. Yeah, and so we just need to map those 8 into this thing. Yeah, so then we do need the loops that we had before. Dx is -1. Dx should be smaller than or equal to 1. Dx plus plus. dy, dy, dy. If is ground plus dy and dx plus dx. If that is ground, then we need to set a bit thing, except also we need to not do anything for the 0 case. Dx equals 0 and dy equals 0. There's no reason to consider that. So we can do this by having a mask that starts out at 1, and at every real iteration, yeah, and then, oh yeah, so I mean we can have the current and the final mask, I guess. So here we can say if it is ground, then we say mask equals mask and 1. We don't need the current. And then at every step we shift it up once. Like this. It didn't format a lot of things there. Am I missing some of these? Yes, I was. So then we need to know what tile that refers to. Based on the bitmap. Or what, either what tx and ty or what tile. Since tiles are immutable, we can reuse them. So then we just need to figure out all of the tile map position things. So yeah, const tiles. It's an array. No, it's not an array. We want it to be sparse. Wait, will it be dense? Yeah, we have every value, right? Because we shift the 1 up. So it's every value from 1 to 8. 1 to 8 bits. So that will be, what's that? Is that 100 and something? What's 2 to the 8th, guys? And 1,500, 250 is 250? That feels like a lot. You're fired. So what's the 0th thing? That means that nothing around it is 1. So then that would be the tile that we already are drawing, 0.3. In the tile map. Oh my god, we can't do that. We don't have the tile map yet. That's so annoying. Okay, so then we'll do it here. And then this will be tiles at the mask. I mean, I can easily figure it out, right? 2 to the power of 8. Boom, it's 256. That's also what I concluded, wasn't it? So I did it right. So if it's a 1, then the -1 -1 would be the only thing that was ground. So in that case, we're still this tile, right? Because we have no connection. Yeah. And on the next one, we would have just the 2 be 1. So in that case, we actually go together with something. So we would be that one, which is what? 6 by 6. In the, I need to draw this. Goodbye. So let's draw a grid. Oh, can I even grid this? Will a grid help me? Because this will be the 1 pattern. This will be, no, this will be the most significant bit. Yeah, this will be the least significant bit. Yeah, so this is completely wrong. I mean, that one's right too, because that means nothing was set and one thing was set, but we're not connected to it. So this will be 1, this will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This will be 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So those are the positions. So this will be the 2 positions. The set if the one below us is set. So in this case, on 3, both of these are set, but that doesn't change what we need to be, right? We're still 6, 6. We're not 6, 6 because we're the one that points up. We're this one, 6, 4. And that should actually already, no, that doesn't cover that one, but we will soon because the 4 value should be just set down here, which again, we're not connected to. But if we, oops, my foot is hitting the leg of the camera. So I'm sorry if it's shaking. Or 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4. 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4. I don't know what that means, Jens. So this one here would be that one, but that one and that one would still be just that one because we're still not connected. Then we get to this one, in which case we're connected again. And then we get to the one where all 3, in which case we're still just connected regularly. So now we've covered actually this case. Also, it didn't work. No. Why? Why is the mask not correct? It does need parens? No. Does shifting not work? Lock the mask. They're all 0. Good. if this is 0 and this is 0, which they are not always, if is ground, is it because nothing is ground? The mask is this and 1. It means you don't have to write 25 zeros. Oh, in here. Yeah, I could have done that. But I wouldn't have, my eyes wouldn't have recognized them as bit patterns then, I guess. So why are they all 0? Is nothing round? Log this one. Ground here. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of things are ground. So that's not how you set bit patterns, guys. This is how you set bit patterns. Boom. Oh, wait. We shift them up at the very last thing we do, and we don't need to do that. So we can move this one to the beginning, which should map them into, yeah, much more comfortable ranges. Earth is flat, so it's on its side. What? I feel completely out of sync tonight with all of what chat is telling me. Why didn't we get that one up there? Actually, that one has space on all sides except the ones below it. So why is it so high? Shift it up 1, 0. Which is why you can't see the tiles right now. Oh, Earth is, oh yeah. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. 40, 43. So 40 will be the first one that it's found, right? So that should be the top one. Why do I think it should be down here? Because I think it should be the one that just has these two set. Which really it's not. I should just make like a 3x3 instead of 4x4 here, and just have one tile. Yeah, that one is fine. That one is there. What if I put one diagonally down from it? Let's first move it into the center here, and then put one diagonally down, so that would be here. They should still be drawn both as the same thing. Oh no, yeah, one of them is not the same thing. What if I then put it here instead? Then it thinks it's 8. I don't think it's 8, I think it's 2. Why does it think it's 8? Go around, shift it up. That's 0. So the first one will be, the last one will be just the final bit set. Then the second to last one will be shifted up 1. Which is what I thought it was doing. Am I bit shifting wrong? The one right below it. And the one above it is only 16. Am I going about it in the other order? I think I am. That must be why. Yeah, so now it's 2, which is what I expected. Also, though, I did expect it to be able to draw 2, because that's just this one. Did I count the indices wrong? I did. It's probably 5, right? Yeah, and then this is probably 0, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Yeah, not great at counting these, apparently. Good, so we have that one. Okay, good. And do we have... What's a good map to draw, actually? It would be something that has a lot of different ones. Okay. Okay, good. So now at least it corresponds to what I expected to do. So the next one will be something that just has something on its side, which would be this one has something on that side. So that would be 1 and 0, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3. Oh, and then, oh my god, and then that repeats. Load map from file. What do you mean load map from file? This is not the map. Right now we're just trying to figure out the bit pattern for this thing. But a lot of them are repeating, it seems. So it feels like there is some structure to it. It definitely feels like that. Because the 4 corners only matter if or the 4 diagonals do not matter in the case where we're not connected to them. Is that important? Is that something that I can use? Yeah. But instead of your very readable 1D list map, you could read the lines from a file. Yeah, but we can easily move it out into a file once it works. I just want to see what the system is if I can figure out something smart. Like how to parse this file with math instead. We have the 0 position. That one is the up. No matter what there is below it. Where's the down? That would be here, and there's the straight. 1, 2, 3. So if the 4, if a side is nothing, then we know, here we know we would be in these 2 things. If the diagonal, let me just mull this over. Oh, we have even, okay, yeah, these are gonna cause havoc. I'm not sure there is a system to the tile map. You may just need to list the coordinates of all tiles. I may need to do that, I just really don't want to. But yeah, I may need to. I feel like there should be a system though. Can't you make a system here? That just says, if I have zero neighbors, like what if I just order them the way that I want them? No, because there are repetitions in this one. So then what? Then what actually do I want? I want something where I can just move the cursor based on which ones I see. Like if the left is something, then we go over. If the right is something, then we go over again. If the top is something, we go over, and if the bottom is something, we go over. And then for each of the diagonals too. Is that it? Is that what I want? So yeah, right? So I would start with the ones that have nothing around them, which would be only this one. It's still a very wasteful. That's a very wasteful thing. Oh no, because we go down then. When do we go down? We go down if depending on the diagonals? No. What's the right way to pack a tile map? Like, interesting. If there's a lot around it, then it's clearly this one. If there's only missing one, it's this one. Wait, what is that one? That has something on every side, but it's also solid itself. That's a weird one. So that should be blank, I feel like. Would that help us? Then if the top is clear, then we go up. If the bottom is clear, then we go down. If both are clear, then we do these ones. But if both sides are clear, then we do that one. I feel like I've done this once before when I was younger, where it was just, it became a very nice formula. And I really want to refine it, I guess. This is if all diagonal. So if, first of all, we need to find the side that we are interested in. So this would have all of them. Then remove one, or then we add one, then we add another. One, the other, both. Yeah. And then we need to find the one with for the corners afterwards. Let me see if I can just reorder this photo thing. Can I open it? Reveal in File Explorer. Give it me in Paint. Let me back it up first, and then give it to me in Paint. Not Paint, because then the transparency is gonna disappear. Let's go with GIMP. What are you trying to do exactly? I want a nice formula to transform this image to transform some manner of bit pattern into this image directly without me having to hard code the positions of the tile. So I want to structure this file so that it makes sense. New layer. Where's new layer? New layer. Sure. Okay. And so, yeah, so that copies in the layer that I'm in, and there's nothing in here. Okay, so I'll have to go down each time I want to copy. And I then want to copy the first row here at 32 to 64. Something like that. Is that enough? Is that too much? No, that's good. And that's good. So this will be my first layer. And then I want the next layer to be the top thingy here. 32 in height. Whoops, switch. Oh, that was not on the right layer. Here, go here, paste it in, make it visible. It should be on 32. There. Does that align? No. Did I not place it correctly up on the top? Yeah, I think I did. Is that 32? Yes, it is. Okay, good. So then we'll grab the third layer here. There we go. And pop that in as the actual third layer. And then if neither top or bottom is set, then we'll grab this one. Oh, I grabbed it from the wrong layer. So that goes over there. So this one is if top and bottom, up and down are set. So I guess actually these should have swapped places. We can do that just now. This one here, put it over here. That should be pretty easy to see where it is. And then over here, we'll take that one and we'll cut it and paste it. Wait. Why do we not get that one? Did we not move it? Yeah, we did move it. What's it talking about? Oh wait, now the thing disappeared. Okay, we'll get it back. Right now I just want to move that one. What? Oh, we're in the wrong layer again. Let me pick that one up. I'm not a graphics guy, and now you'll see why we're gonna steal basically all the graphics. Because this is very cumbersome. What? Oh my, here. So now we have it. This is the intact, yes, okay, good. Okay, so let's move that one again. To there. Then we'll do the one that has things on all sides, which is the middle one here. That will start at 32, and be 32 tall. There. This should be the one. Nope. Copy, paste, hide, show, go down, there. Okay, so if nothing, up and down are not set, then we start here. If up is set, then we go one down. Otherwise, if down is set, then we go one down. If both are set, then we go one down. So that matches the masking thing very nicely. Then we just need the same thing on the y-axis. So instead of having them over here, we should have these ones up 32 pixels here. These should actually go a little bit later. This should be the first row. 32 pixels wide. That should go there, and then this one. Over there. So if... No, this is both. It should have been neither. So this one is not here, but it's over here. And so if neither side is set, so then we'll drop back down and grab this one. So if neither side nor top and bottom is set, if the bottom is something, then we'll have to grab the one down here. Let me get you up there. If only the bottom is set, then we'll grab the opposite one, which was over here. At the correct height, oops, there. So that will go up here. And if both up and down are set, but no left and right, then we'll have this one in the middle. So that will go over there. So if nothing is set, if the bottom is set, we go down. If the top is set, we go down on both axes. Yeah, so I feel like without considering any of the corners, this is the most sensible way to have them. Because this maps directly to like bit masking. I also see now that it's very symmetrical. I could have done this maybe quicker if I had realized how symmetrical it would be. So if we override now, then we should rename this to original, and this over here to be the tile set. And then we don't need these because now it follows a structure. Currently it's not a loop, so we'll just out-comment that. But instead we have the, oh, we don't have the mask also, but we have a TX and a TY. And if if it is ground on the x plus 1, comma y, if x plus 1 is ground, then we go 1 over on the x-axis, tx and or equals 1. If there's something on the minus 1, then we go over by 2. And the same thing for our y. Y here. So that means down here, this is just new tile with the tile map with tx, ty. Whew. Yeah, and as I said, without considering the diagonals, this is how you'd expect it to look, which is not that bad. I mean, it's not that far off. If we even do some weird terrain, the one we started with here, it looks decent, again, disregarding the diagonals. So if we can do the same thing with the diagonals, then that would be awesome. So how would we need to do that? This would need to get 4 times as big, right? So we can start by loading in the file. So we have something to copy from. So this selects the how many, yeah, so we need the diagonals to be also 4 extra rows. No, more, because they can be together. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. This one, the top row is not affected by diagonals at all. And the first one over here is not affected by diagonals at all. That's a little bit annoying, because then we need to somehow special case that a little bit. This one is not affected by the these ones, neither of them are affected by the left diagonals. Neither of these are affected by the right diagonals. And this is affected by both left and right. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. We need the one that has, we need the 2 ones that go with these 2 corresponding to the opposite diagonal, because that's the only one that matters to them. So that will be, I forgot immediately after switching away how they looked. The grass on the top left and something in the bottom cornery thing. Where is that tile? Is that not a tile? Am I looking for something that doesn't exist? Wait, where is grass on top? On the side? And then a fliff in the bottom. I expected it to be down here. But that is not the case. Is that an error? Or am I wrong? this tile here seems very much like this tile here. But these are up, both, and down. Corresponding to, okay, all four corners being nothing, but this one as well. What's the difference between these two? I don't know. Odd. Are there duplicates in this map? That might confuse me endlessly. Is there no tile like this with some stuff in the corner? Am I just blind? I don't think there is such a tile. I don't think there is. But I need it. It's... how would it look? Something with two sides. There is in fact no tile with two sides that has this in the corner. Oh my, okay. Okay, so we can make it ourselves. We'll just steal all of this. Did I steal all of it? I think I did. Tilemap says no. Yeah. It looks that way. Very much looks that way. Let's see what we need to take. This stuff. Let's make it a little bit shrinkier. And then let's move it over. Oh, I moved it poorly. Is there some recognizable stuff that we can use? There is not. Is this the middle? Who knows? I guess we could have used some border here. Like if this is 32 by 32, that should be the corner of that one, which it is now. So we actually did this amazingly. We hit this correctly. So this one we can delete because who would ever need this tile? Saying that, realizing we probably hubris will get me on that one. Okay, so the ones we want are this one to there, to be right here, and then this one to be down here, and then the opposite ones down here, and then this one down here. Okay. What about over here? Here we could have them on both sides for both of them. So there could be some down there and some down there, and up there and up there. And this one could have them on all four sides. So there are way more in this case. Yeah. We don't need any of these anymore. Yeah, these are the four sides that it could be on. For the single one. Oh, but the single one has so many, actually. Because it has a map similar to this one. If all four are full. Right? With the first one being just itself. And then the... Oh, how would that look? The top diagonal, the other top diagonal. At the same time, what does the tile map have? It has these, yeah. And it does have a lot of those, yeah, it has. It seems like it might have all of those. Okay. Let me just consider that for a second. There's the right with nothing. So here there are four directions, and that maps to the four diagonals. It's just really weird to think in diagonals when you're moving to the sides. I mean, it's valid, it's just it feels really weird. So I mean, this could be the... We'll need another copy of this one for me to keep track of this in my head. So this could be the one side, and I guess what could be another? The opposite one would make sense. And then going down will add to that, so there'll be this and that corner at the same time. Do we have that on the tile map, the opposite corners? Again, it seems like, oh yeah, it's there. I was like, does it not have that as well? It's 32, yeah. So that would be the combination of these two. The next thing then would be the other one of these. There. You can go there. And this one can go over here. And so then the combination of this and this would be on the two, on the, oh, I can't do that, okay. This one. No. Not cut, but copy. The combination of this and this would be the opposite one. Oh, I can't do that still, okay. That would be this one down here. That one. And that would go the combination of these two. Now make a tool to do this infinite game. But I mean, it's, this doesn't feel like tool work. It feels like something I just need to figure out. And then everything will be easy forever. Is the hope. That's usually how that goes, right? No further problems ever arise once you've fixed them. This will be the combination of the two bottom ones. This down there will be the combination of the, which ones? Two top ones, which are right below this one. I mean, it does seem like they had some scheme in mind. I just don't see how they're using it, if they do. This will be, what will be 3 sides? Where are the 3-sided ones? Where are the 3-sided ones? Am I blind? Or did they not make them? I think they didn't make them until you need the next tile map for the underwater level. Yeah, underwater, or fields, anything not swamp, or caves, or Egyptian, or demons, or mountains. I guess you could just tint the entire image. I'm gonna, once I've figured out what the actual pattern I want is, I'm gonna make a tool to transform this into that. I just need to figure it out by hand first, because otherwise how will I know what I want? There, but with the addition of this stuff. Down here. I hope that's more or less how that's done. And then what would this one be? 3 on the, yeah, in another dimension. And then we need to add this one. To that one, I lost track of where it is. There. That seems good. And then is this all 4? No. It's these 2 and that one. That's the one we just drew. What then did I forget to draw? I forgot top and down. Oh, the opposite one to that one. Yes, this one. Opposite, opposite, same, opposite. Good. And then this with added all of those. And there is nothing with 3, so we need to do that by hand. Feels like a pretty, like I can't just map it actually, right? Because it's not, like the tile map is not complete. So there's no way I could do that. When is this 32? It's there. Let's move it over. Because how could the computer know these ones? I guess that one does exist, but the others may not. So there is no mapping. I can't make a tool for it, right? Prove me wrong. But I think that's true. Wait, these are different. This is not the same as the other ones. Huh. Then I guess I should fetch the one that has 4 sides from here. Where's that one? Where's the one that's opposite to this one? That would be... Wasn't there one? I thought I just saw it before and commented on it. No? Yeah, this one. Knew it was there. What dimension are we missing? One here. here. Okay. I guess that works. Okay, so now this one and this one are the same. And we don't have borders for those two. And that's it. How many borders do we need for these two? We need low, low, both. Low, high, high, both. Yeah, so we just need 3 actually borders for those two. So if I change the size of this one, canvas size to be 320 by 320, resize. Then I can move all of this stuff here that we just did down to fit on top of that one, which is anyways equivalent width. You need 48 tiles to tile the corners. You mean all in all? How'd you get 48? Is that it's 20, I don't know. Yes, 12 by 4, okay. That sounds like something a coding game could ask you to calculate. Figure out how many there are. Yeah, so we need the ones that we need all the ones with the top one set. We need all the ones with the side one set. These ones we haven't done. Also, oh. We need both this and this. I thought I was smart placing this here and then I could place the other one here, but then we don't have space for that one. And also this thing with a corner is the same for both. So what is the right structure here? Let's start by placing in some of these. Yeah, so that one would be that one. And then that doesn't make any sense. This one could have it and this one could have the up. And then this one could have that one. Yeah, so maybe we just need more in between here. Maybe I just need to expand this a little. Hello. Expand this, make it 32 here, and have 2 more tiles in there in between for this one's 2 combinations. 3 combinations. Up, down, and both. Let's place it over here. Let's do that one with the left. Where do we have it here? Yep, this seems to be it. So this would be the first one, I think we would want. And then this one. And then this one. And then this thing. right there. And then we need the same thing for the opposite one, which is this one. It's the one with the top, so that would be this one. We forgot both. We'll get them. We'll get them after. Here, and that one goes up there. Let's just remove this one, delete layer, so we don't accidentally change it. There, and then 64, that would be there. So we can move that down to make space for the ones that have both, which would be... Wait, where actually did it go? I feel like I picked it out. Like this one. Yeah, it's not here. Odd. I was sure I had that in here. I must have been mistaken. Code tends not to lie. At least some of the time. Does that fit in here? Oh, it's like a jigsaw. Fits perfectly. So the top one, then all of these. Top, go down, of both, go down more. So what is the most convenient way to bit pattern this? Is it to have these after? Honestly, it might be, and then say 1, 2, and then have these. Although these are the same in both cases. So what does that mean? Does that mean we can pack them in next to it? If we're a little bit careful. Is that a good way to pack them? I think that might be a good way to pack them. Let's try it out. I'm thinking move all of this, not that one, here. Move that over here for now. And then take these two at the right size, 32 by 64. And then place them over here. I didn't move the other stuff far enough away. Okay, now we can take them. So exciting to do packing of a file. Now these two, except we need to stack them differently. We need to stack them so that this one here becomes the bottom one, the top one. Which one do we want this to be? The bottom one. Oh, it doesn't matter, neither of them go nicely on the top. Oh, but they is because we actually want, what actually do we want? This one to be over here with that one. We have 4 positions, we have 4 images that should just be, should just fit. It just doesn't. One has to be the 2 diagonals, the other has to be the other 2 diagonals. That's how we're gonna do it. So that means this one goes with this one. Down here. Wait. We need to remove this one to get the right, to not have like artifacts leak through where it is transparent. Did I just delete it from both places? Cool. Very good. (32 by 32). Why can't I see the? Oh, I can. Good. Let's put this in here. And then, so these are that diagonal. So we need the other diagonal. Chook. There. That means this one can get that one's place. Like so. Okay, good. Yeah, that's the right way to pack those, definitely. But now we want these here to not have gone there. Hello? Drag it out to the next location. So that they go together. Oh, yeah. And the same thing for, oh, this one is already next to it. Good. So now we need to place these ones back over here. Like that. Now we then need these ones to fit with this one. Because then it's down, both up. Yeah, so that needs to swap places also. Anywhere it looks nice in this file, it's gonna look not nice in the bit stuff, I feel like. So we want this to look like a computer would do it. Nice and systematic. Here. So this is the same bit pattern stuff that we just did up here, but with the border, or the inner stuff instead. So now we need to find the ones for the up and down that are like these, with the same pattern. So where are they? They're over here, up and down. Here we have them. And that is it. So they'll be in this file, they're left both right, and we'll want them to be shuffled. little bit around here. Did I make them face each other? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. So then that was not the right way to do that. This would be the right way to do that if I can get all the right things. There, hopefully we don't go off the edge, so we lose pixels. Good. So these look symmetrical, which is nice. That's a nice property. And then this one, whoops, don't know what I clicked. Wait, why is this, what's the yellow thing? Is that the border of the layer? And why is it bigger than fit layer to canvas? Where is that one? Layer boundary to image size. Okay. So I think this one will want to align with the two up here, which I think it does now. Right? Yeah, I'm off by 2 pixels. And over here, we're perfect. Okay, so we're just off by 2 pixels. That can be corrected. Like so. Now we're good. We're off by 1 pixels. Okay. Now we're good. Yeah. On both dimensions. Yep, I didn't fuck it up. Whew, okay. So now there are a lot of holes. What would theoretically go in those? That would be, both are air, neither are air. So here we have not air, but 1 edge. No, they're just empty because of the edge of this one. Yeah. Okay. So we have both up and down now matches that one instead of both of these, so it would be +1. If it's both of them. Except if it's... So what is the pattern I've made here? It's 10 by 10. We have somewhat both more than they had and fewer. If these don't go here, then where did they go? They could go on the very end, or they could go up here and down there. For an optimal map, for an optimal packing, it just that would at least leave these ones right up against those ones, which is quite nice. So to do that, we'll take these and put them up there with that one. And we'll take these and put them down here with this one. And now we have something that can be compressed by moving this up. and this over. And this thing over. Oh. With very little waste, but we have to parse these ones specially. And that's the price. Tile, override. We renamed it. Tile set. And it's now 10 by 10 instead, which we also need to fix in the code. Here, it's 10 by 10. Okay. So this still works. Now we just need to add the edges. If it is in this range, then there's nothing to be done. And for this one, there's also nothing to be done. Oh, wait, these ones do have something. They have these ones. Yeah. So if either of them are 1, there is no edges to be detected. If tx is 1, or ty is 1, then we just continue. There are no edges. Oh, I guess continue doesn't work. We'll just do if that one is not 1 or that one is not 1. Then we need the edge thing. I guess we should put in the special case of these ones first. This one maps to that one, and this one maps to that one. Is there an easy way to do that? I guess not. If they're equal to 1, then do nothing. Else if they are less than 3 here, then we're in this area. So then we need to check the opposite border to where they were set. And so that means well, for the, what does that mean? It means 1.1 we check the border that's at 1 plus 1, but 2 plus 2 we check the one that's at minus. What's the easy way to do this? No, we still need to hard code the things, don't we? 1.1 we need to check 1.1. 2.2 though we need to check minus 1 minus 1. Which formula gives 1 for 1, but minus 1 for 2? That would be modulo 2 minus 1. No, close though. That would be, what would that be? Minus 0. I mean 0 minus that number. Which formula what? I want f of 1 to be 1 and f of 2 to be minus 1. I think. So what would that be? I mean, we can just make that formula. Let dx equals tx equals 1, then 1, otherwise minus 1. Boom! Oh my, of course you could figure out a formula. Thank you. I'm just gonna do it like this because it's easier. Don't make it too difficult on yourself. dx plus dy. Then I just need to figure out that this one, where it's 1, 1, maps to that. And the one where it's minus 1, maps to this. And the one where it's 1, 0 maps to this. And minus 1, 0 maps to this. So there are 4 different cases. And if something is 1, which one is, no, they're inversely dependent. I gotta write up their coordinates. For 1, 1, it should become 0, 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. For minus 1, it should become this one, which is 0, 5. For 1, minus 1, which is this is minus 1, 1. So that's the other one. It should become 4, 0 and 5, 0. So what happens here is we do multiply these two together. If they're positive, this is 0. If they're negative, the other one is 0. That seems highly suspicious. Feels like it's... Hello again, hi Chameleon. We spent the last, ever since you went away, creating this tile map from this tile map. And you're all caught up. Now we're trying to map the coordinates nicely so that these corners will be filled in. Sweet. It took so long mapping that thing. And now we're trying to get this one to map to that one. But I think we just have to create a special case for it. So if it's 1, 1, then if it's ground, we'll set them to if it's ground. No, actually this worked. Less than 3, less than 3. But in here we can have it. If it's 1, 1, so these range from what? Minus 1 and 1, yeah. Well, if dx is 1 and dy is 1, tx and is equal to 0, ty is equal to 4. Did I swap those? Definitely did. 4.0. Else if they're both minus 1, then it's 5. Else if that one is positive, or that one is positive, then this was 0, 4, and this was 0, 5. Formatted. Thank you. Whew. Okay. I think that works. Didn't add any corners because, yeah, none of those are the tiles we've just added corners to. Otherwise, it should be easier, because if it's this one and there's a corner on the opposite that way or that way, then we just bit mask that on top. So otherwise here, can there be corners? How do we know that there's no corner down here? Because we don't check that in these cases. So we need, why haven't I just opened that one? So I don't need to switch over to it. Here, get some space. Scroll up just the part that we have something on. So if we're in that one, then we need to check only the two, not the ones that are next to us. So assuming we're that one, if is ground, if that's not ground is actually the important thing, also up here. If there's not ground on x comma y, where we add one from it to x and subtract one from y, then we here have another mask. Let empty mask equals 0. Then we add to the empty mask or equals 1. If it's on the plus, then we add 2, and then we would add 3 if it was both. The same thing is true here, except that it's minus on the x-axis. So, like we did up here we already know which one it is, if it's plus or minus. So plus, we've already ORed. So, and what if we're this one? Oh, I didn't use the same system for this one and this one. That was not so smart. But I did use the same system here. So it's only these two that need to be swapped. Yeah, so it would be -1. Wait, that one fits. Was it bad of me to choose the two opposites? Down, that should have been the same, which it couldn't have been possibly, okay. So maybe it doesn't make a difference. Maybe it should have been that one. Because then it could have been that, and then the down. No, because we have all four, so there's no way this would match up in both directions. I guess. So if they're both, which one are we doing right now? We're doing that one. No, yeah, because I said these were weird. Empty mask, and then we would say ty, add the empty mask if we were this or this one. Except we need to subtract or add based on whether we're that one or that one. We can detect that by if -1, we can detect that by which row we're in, right? So if our tx is 1, then we go on the add direction, otherwise we go on the minus. Let dx equals tx equals 1, then we go +1, otherwise we go -1. This would be dx and dx. That messed that tile up, because this is only if our tx is less than 3. Zero, 1, 2. How did this mix that one up? That one doesn't have a... That one is that one. Oh. It's because these should not be 1, they should be 0. Ha! Yes, and then something is all wrong with that one. Because it thinks it is this tile. If tx is less than, yeah. If they're both less than, which they would be for that tile. So it goes in here, and then it gets... How does it get messed up in that direction? Is it this code again that's triggering? It is. Why does it go in here? It's... Oh, we have it on the wrong level. Right. Okay, good. So that is wrong. That should be up there. But other than that, I think it somehow is right. So why did we do, this would be -1, -1, empty mask would be 1 more. So from this one to go to, yeah, so it should be that one. So we should swap those. Where's the 32 mark? There. Yeah, let's eat you. Let's put you down here. And let's see here. Hello. Cut, paste, move. Cut and paste. Not save, but override. Oh, right. And then we still didn't name it properly. So now we can go in here, discard the changes, and then load that one in. so that we don't have to keep refreshing every time. So now that one works. That's good. The same exact code should work for ty less than 3, but with the ty instead here being the dy, this being -1, and this being +1, and then the y plus the dy. And this would be the x increasing. So they're also the wrong way around. I feel like then maybe just these are the wrong way around actually. Yeah. And I closed the file, so now we can't undo, which is good. Whoa, this is slow. What is going on there? So, has anyone done any cool programming today? Or did you also just sit and rotate tile maps? I mean, what am I talking? Everybody's doing this every day. So now this would be 2 and 1, which means we can just swap them. Swap these. Sadly, no programming yet today. Oh, right, you can say yet because it's not too late for you. I don't think many people in Denmark start programming yet. Oh, I guess teenagers would. 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. Oh my god, we've been going for 3 hours already. Did I want something else to work before we just... Yeah, I want... If we just make a small change to the map, add one here. How does that look? Yeah. So I just want that one to work, and then we'll do some coding game and be done for tonight. The first thing we'll do next time will be to unify all of this stuff, or to find some nice way to do this. It looks like it's working now. Yeah, it almost is. Very nearly is, yeah. But we have a lot of semi-hard-coded stuff here. Some of it I think is hard to generalize, but this definitely can be unified somehow. What did you do when you were working in... Oh, I guess that wouldn't be me. I didn't do anything in Chiaro. So this will be the same thing that we did up top, where these will be +1 and these will be -1 in some order. And then actually we need 2 masks in this case, but I guess that means we can just... No, we do need 2 masks. Empty X and empty Y. And then here it would be empty X, empty X, empty Y, empty Y. And then let's look how we had it set up. In the tile set, open up over there, close, go over here. System programming of the Swedish space physics. That sounds so cool. Me and my friends are always talking about how we should work for SpaceX or something like that. Doing space stuff. If minus minus, that's this one, then we go 1 down on the y. If plus minus, that's this one, we go 2 down on the y. If plus plus, then we go 1, plus minus. Yeah, so it was almost correct actually, it was very close. Very close indeed. And so here we just say tx plus the mtx and ty plus the mty. And that should fix it. Boom! And now I think we can draw any weird old pattern that we want, and it should look super nice. How much do we need this? How wide do we need this to be for it to wrap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is a nice number. Let's go with that. And then let's take this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 by 16 grid. So we can do all sorts of experiments here. We can do, what do we want? We want like an island in the middle with a platform somewhat above it with just one thing. Like a weird cave sort of view thingy. Down here we want it to be both a little big and also doing some weird stuff over here. This is how you stress test, guys. It's just put in hashtags in a text document. That's what it is. That one doesn't add anything new. Right, and then we drew it so far down we can't see it. And also so far in that we can't see it. Is that how we want it to look? It probably is, yeah. Because the foreground doesn't have that border. We can still remove... No, we can't remove this one. But we can if we move the island down. Or the island, I'm saying. It's not quite an island, is it? Let's lay there. We'll move that one away. We still didn't move it inward enough. So, but we can if we move it to here, like this. That looks fine. This all looks rather good. Or if we close the loop, that should also be a weird scenario. Yeah, everything works. Okay, good. I don't know if this is the optimal way to pack this. I feel like it should be something a lot of people have solved before me. We also have 2 empty spaces, which is sort of odd, but I guess that suggests that's an artifact of the fact that we can't have borders on all of these in here. And we don't have, yeah, the symmetric ones. Okay, this is cool. This is nice. We can draw maps. There's a lot to refactor, which is also good, because then we can have fun with that next time. And actually interacting with it should also be something we should focus on at some point. How does it look compared to the map that they had here? They have, oh, there are, yeah, okay, there are objects too. They actually have all of the layers behind. That surprises me a bit. It's pretty easy for us to do. We just move these here from the foreground layers to the background layers. And then that should be it. But it still surprises me that there are no foreground layers. Maybe just one. Whoops. Maybe just the one. I feel like there should be something in the foreground, right? Maybe we should have the... Maybe this one is just too intrusive and we should just have... I keep duplicating. Just this one in front. The only problem is this transition is not very gracious, but we could... I mean, we could either fix this or we could do some other stuff. There are ways to fix this, I feel like. What happens if we swap the order so that it's a different order than the one they intended? Nothing. Oh, it's because it's completely behind. Yeah, so we can't do that either. Okay. Well. Anyway, I feel like we should have some front and some back. For Atlanta, this level... Whoa, you did a lot of things, or writing. The workplace system program, you're super cool. How come you have the night shift? The workplace, that is, studies tend to influence the working. Try touching corners. Touching corners. Do you mean like having one there? Or having one, where's a better place? Here. Like that? Touching corners? Was a lot of trial and error. Never had any complaints. It sounds a bit tough having to stubby. All good. What is JAP? Oh, yep. Ah. Okay. First time the robot has, first time the robot has done anything. I've never seen that before. Cool. Learning. For Dr. Lam, this level is about being in a swamp, right? So a boat level or something like that? Question mark. Freaking robots. Actually, you have the sword next to you, so you should have seen that it was being held too. Didn't you? I think moderators also... Oh, yeah, you fixed it. It's just I clicked at the exact time it disappeared, so I think I thought I fixed it. I guess they're honing in on your location, Jens. Yeah, got it. That's a nice throwback. That's very cool. Okay. A boat or something. We will have sailing and ocean levels and stuff. And so if any of you have seen Community, the TV series, I both love the series, but I also really fell in love with the game that Pierce made Pierce's father, Cornelius Hawthorne, made for Pierce. And I'm like, that's such a cool idea, and it's so simple graphics, but they have oxygen, they can like drown and fire, and you can kill everything and destroy it. Everything is interactable. And you can even sort of reproduce in the game. There's a whole love system where you get access to a scripting language and you can actually automate everything in the game. And I'm like, such a cool premise. I can't believe a game like that doesn't exist. So we're not going to build all of that same thing, but we are going to try to steal some ideas from there, because I just think it's so cool. Like they could mine and stuff too. And I guess actually now that we have the renderer working this way, we could actually just implement something that could do mining for us. I mean, the tiles will still be niceified automatically. So we're gonna work towards that. Time to switch VPN. Basically 2D Minecraft, but with a lot, like basically 2D Minecraft with all the mods. And probably more. Like, oh, I guess turtles in Minecraft can be programmed to do pretty much everything. It seemed Abed was extremely adept at coding the little robots, at least. We don't need all of this anymore, luckily, because the tile mapping thing is working. I still think we need to do something about the foreground. I don't know what, but we need to do something. Can I find game? Can I show screenshots of games? That's not illegal, right? Kingdom. I can show the Steam page, right? Steam, Kingdom, New Lands, Landa, Lands, without getting busted for copyright. So they have this water in front of the 2D map that reflects everything. This looks super nice, but they have a foreground that also moves, and you move, and the backgrounds move. So that's sort of what I want to simulate. This blue needs to be, we need to do something about it. The border here is a lot less intrusive because these have a dark border around them and this thing doesn't. So that makes it a lot more seamless up here, I guess. Maybe that's what we should do instead. Fix the black border. Do the sprites that we have black borders? Where are the sprites here? Yeah, they do have borders. Okay. Okay. Minecraft has turtles. There's a mod called ComputerCraft that has the turtles are the computers that can with a tool. Then they're called turtles. I guess because they're really slow. Comparing Minecraft to 2D Minecraft with Terraria. I think so. I haven't played a lot of Terraria. I think the idea of being in a world that you can mold is what people just generalize. There's also something called Star something that's very similar to Terraria. I don't remember its name now. The fact of being in a dynamic world, sure, is like Minecraft, but if you consider Minecraft to be all the communities and all the mods and stuff, then I don't think many things compare to it, to be honest. There are so many mods. So I think modded is quite different. Gary's mod, I haven't played that. So because these have borders, we can't just remove the borders from these because they won't fit together anymore. So maybe we do just need to put the background to be truly just the background. And then just have the foreground go all the way down as they do here. That might be what we need to do. And then come up with some other concept for the foreground. See, this, it looks weird when it's floating, but I guess if I just made it, do we need, what, one more row? Here? Oh, they don't align. Great. Why do they not align? And now it goes, yeah. So now it also looks very good. Okay. Is there any weird combination of tiles we haven't hit in any way? I think, oh yeah, actually we don't have, this one is too wide, but that's the, oh, we only have that corner. So that one would give us 2 more corners, yeah. But it still works. It's, I don't think there's a case that's not covered by this. And of course the background should move with the map. Which would then be, what are we doing here? We're saying this, oh, that's why it's not actually moving, because I called this X and this X. So this would be instead the PX for players X. Players X players X, and that one. Good. X is not defined. Where am I using X more? Oh, here. PX. Let's do slow speed. Yeah. Sure. 0.5. Should give the illusion that everything is moving. And I think it is. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay, let's finish this one out.